Silver Bullet is a B&M invert coaster at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. It opened in 2004 at the cost of $16 million. It sits in the Calico area of the park. You can see its iconic cobra roll from the front of the park. This coaster sits on a plot of land that basically goes over the whole park. Now that we know a bit of backstory and location, let's get into the review. At the start of the ride, take a right-hand turn into the lift. The lift is about 40 degrees and it brings you up 146 feet in the air. The drop is only about 109 feet and it picks you up 55 miles per hour. It isn't a very forceful drop, but it gets you enough speed to get through the vertical loop. Vertical loop is pretty good. It gives you a lot of forces at the bottom of the loop when you get out of it. And the next part after the loop is one of my favorite parts, the huge wave turn. The wave turn is a pretty good element on it, and it gets you enough speed to get to the next part, which is the most iconic part of Silver Bullet, the Cobra Roll. The Cobra Roll is the main icon of Knott's because it's right in the front entrance. Cobra Roll is pretty okay, but over time it's been getting a bit of a rattle to it. Mostly after you come out the first roll of it. After you get out of the Cobra Roll, you go into a 0G roll, and it's pretty high up there. From the midway, you're able to go under it, and it's a pretty good place to get photos. After the 0G roll, you go into a small turnaround helix type. It's almost one of the dead points of the ride, but it goes by quickly because the next elements are pretty forceful. You go into a corkscrew, which is there. I feel like there's pretty good forces on it. You don't really hit your head that much on it, but sometimes you do. It just depends where you sit. Then after that, you go into this little like wave thing. I don't know what to say, but it's like this little wave thing, and then you go into another corkscrew, and this would be your final inversion. And there's pretty good forces on this corkscrew. After the corkscrew, you go into a double helix, which gives you enough forces to your legs, where sometimes my legs feel like jelly at the end. And after the double helix, it brings you into the brake run. Silver Bullet in all is a pretty good ride, and I give it a good 8 out of 10. It's not the best ride at Knott's, but it's a pretty good one, and I'd recommend riding. I recommend in the front. It's the best view, and you feel more of the forces in the front. Well, that's my review on Silver Bullet at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. What do you think of it if you've ridden it? That's all for today. Remember to like and subscribe and share this video if you can.